And as you look at the current market environment and the challenges that advisors face, especially now, I mean, there's a lot of rumbling in the markets. What keeps you optimistic, not only about the markets, but about our industry?
I think that though we can all sit here and list off all the challenges that we face here in the United States of America, I think we can hopefully all agree it's still one of the greatest countries in the world and one of the most blessed.
I think so.
The most opportunity as well. If there wasn't, you wouldn't have millions of people trying to find their way into this country. So I would say that the thing that keeps me optimistic is I know that we are blessed to be here. And even Sean talked about that. Again, this Sean Patton from the event, because he's seen what's overseas. And he even told that story where the girl in front of him at Starbucks said her life was over because they ran out of pumpkin
Oh
spice
my
latte.
God. That was ridiculous. Just
And
just
he's sitting there going,
briefly talk about that, because no one knows what you're talking about.
yeah, so this story here he's sharing with us, he had just got back from one of his tours where he was over in Afghanistan and obviously fighting for his life and the person standing next to him and working to save these people that are out there and dealing and seeing some of the most horrific things you can imagine. And he's standing in line at Starbucks and he was just sitting there just because the big thing with Sean is he always talks about being grateful and having that gratitude. And he's sitting there just going, man, look at where we live. And I've even heard him talk about the blessing of just air conditioning. He goes, you don't realize how blessed we are just to have air conditioning.
Toilets.
Yeah. And toilets, running water, take a shower, shelter. So he's standing there in line and this girl in front of him had ordered a pumpkin spice latte and they ran out of the pumpkin spice. And she just went into this hysterical fit and just was like, this is the worst day ever. This is horrible. My life is over. What do you mean to tell me you don't have pumpkin spice latte? I wanted a pumpkin spice latte. And he was just sitting there so taken back going, you have no idea how wonderful of a life you live, that's your biggest challenge you're facing for today when other people are saying, I don't know if I eat today. I don't know if I live today. I don't know if when I send my kids out these doors, if they come home today. And so his position of gratitude is incredible. It was really a blessing to be able to hear him go through all that and to see that.
Well, and so clearly freedom is not free. There's somebody pays a huge price for our freedom, and he was one of them.
And so answering your ultimate question, I would say what gives me optimism? One, that even though we live in a fractured place, it's still one of the best ones that's out there for opportunity. Number two, and this is me personally, but I'm a person of faith. I'm a believer in God and in Jesus. And so I read my Bible and I know the end of the story. I know how things are going to unfold. And so for me, when I see certain things happening, it's not this overwhelming fear. It's, oh, okay, that's the next step. So what is our job? Our job is to be the best stewards of our money. That's what the scriptures call us to do as well. So the way I look at it is when things are happening, we will adapt and adjust to make sure that we're being the best stewards of the fruit that God has bestowed upon us. And then from there, I'm just blessed with the team that we have, that I don't get worried about when the next market drop happens. I don't get worried about why it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, because you never know it's over until it's over, and you don't know why until it's over. Typically, you get little breaths of it, but you don't fully know until all the dust has settled. And so for us, the confidence that I have is going on over 2 decades of seeing so many different market scenarios and events, watching our algorithm get our clients through that with the highest probability of success, having people come to us saying, thank you so much. This has changed my life. And we just keep doing that over and over and over again. So I would say that those are just a handful of the reasons that we have the confidence that we do in what we're doing here at MarketGuard, and regardless of what the markets throw at us.